The AN-94 Pack-a-Punch is really, really good. The Actuated Neutralizer 94,000 does a friggin' ton of damage, and it's pretty accurate. Sometimes I don't really like the red dot sights. Like I've said in the past, I like using iron sights on weapons. Sometimes the red dots are like good because they're really accurate, but this wide one in particular, that I don't know if this looks like a Modern Warfare scope, like they have in Modern Warfare 2, I think, and maybe other Modern Warfares. They brought it in this one where like it's really wide and large, but I kind of like that now that I'm looking at it. Makes me feel a lot more like accurate. So it's good. I think I'm gonna stay here until round 20, just to make sure I get to round 20, and then I could try to make my way back up around the map and see what I can do. I got 4 perks, so like, not really much I can complain about. And 2 Pack-a-Punch guns and claymores, which I haven't used yet. I could try to use some claymores this round. I don't know. I just think this map is really cool, creative-wise, like coming from all the buildings and stuff. Like, it's kind of scary. People just didn't like the map a lot of times because they would fall to their death so much. And who likes falling to their death, right? But I don't know. Once you get used to it, you gotta learn to stay inside the bounds of the map. Like, it's really important. It's like if you're playing basketball, you gotta know where the out of bounds is, or else you're gonna step out. So make sure you know where you're going, and you shouldn't run into those issues. It's just about being careful. You have to be so careful and alert. That's something I always liked about zombies, is that they tried to make the game difficult. They would challenge you a lot, like a lot of these traps and corners. And even that hole right there, I do think is to make you think that you can go around it, and you totally can't. Like that scared the fuck out of me. But I didn't die. Like, I mean, I'm sure I'd be more annoyed if it got me. But you gotta learn one way or the other. That jump that I got in my chest, I thought that was really cool. I'm glad I got that little experience.
Insta-kill. Beat it, deadbeat! I'm putting them down double time!
Yeah, these nades have a pretty big radius. Didn't really know that they would.
Look, but don't touch!
Oh man.
Look, but don't touch!
Last but not least, hiding from me. Not bad at all. The AK-74 FU2 and the Actuated Neutralizer 94,000 is going pretty well for me. I do believe you can pack-a-punch twice in this game to change your reticle. I'm not positive on that. I would demonstrate it, but I like these scopes a lot, so I'm not gonna do it. Honestly, I think I'm gonna run with these 2 guns for the whole game. I could try to get a ray gun, but these guns are both on the wall, so I can buy ammo for them, and they're doing a lot of damage. Maybe if I feel like the damage is starting to fall off, I can get rid of them, but that's the thing with a lot of times in zombies, is that all of the guns, all of them, are going to have damage fall off because the zombies like grow in health so rapidly. I'm not sure if it's exponentially, but it's definitely not linearly. They gain a lot of health and more each round, as well as the number and stuff. So like, you can try and fight the fact that your guns are going to do less damage, but as the rounds get higher, you just have to shoot them more times. And that's why I like that I can buy ammo, is because since they have so much health, I have to use a lot more bullets, and since I have to use a lot more bullets,
I'm pinning the herd, boys!
I have to, oh fuck you, I have to freaking, oh shit, I'm just gonna take this. You have to freaking use, you have to buy them, you have to buy ammo sometimes too. Double points nuke, double points nuke. Fuck you guys, really. There we go. I'm gonna wait to use that insta-kill. The double points I kind of wanted for the nuke, but this insta-kill I definitely want to use during the round. Just would help me get through it a lot easier. I know I said this place is scary, but this is like probably my preferred training spot, at least from what I can remember when I used to play this game a lot.
Insta-kill. You touch it, you pay for it.
Wow, it totally changes from like you break it, you buy it. Now if you touch, you gotta freaking buy.
I ain't gonna stand for that.
That's fair though, I mean, putting grubby hands on things, you know, you're like, kind of, I don't know, I'm not gonna try to fight that. What I am gonna try to fight is using this insta-kill to get the double points and the carpenter. Is this an elevator going where? Can you imagine? Like, it's such a, like, apocalyptic Earth is really cool to see. I mean, after they blew it all up, you really wouldn't have thought that they'd be able to create a whole other zombies game out of it. Shows how wrong we were. I'm very, very glad they did bring zombies back. Even though I admit I was initially disappointed with Black Ops 2 Zombies, I think they did a pretty good job, and it kept sending the franchise forward so that Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 could happen. So they just couldn't get rid of zombies, and I'm glad they didn't, because I enjoy playing zombies a lot. I know a lot of people do, and they were able to get so creative with it.
Don't even think about it.
And although this series is going to end at the end of Black Ops 2, I don't really see myself playing Black Ops 3 Zombies on the channel, even though I enjoy it. I really enjoy playing it with my friends. I'll play it solo sometimes, but when I play solo, I play Black Ops 1 mostly because I like it the most. But Black Ops 3 is really, it has so many maps, and even though it's been out for a while now, that was probably when I started investing a little bit less time into video games, so I wasn't able to get like super invested in like the Easter eggs and the stories. So at least recently, I've been trying to explore that with my friends that I play zombies with, and it's been cool. But I don't really feel like it's something that I can like portray on the channel as like an expert. And I'm not really saying I'm like an expert in all these games, but some of these some of these games like I've played enough where I really feel confident like playing and talking about it. And I'm totally down to play some games that I'm not an expert at, but I prefer playing the ones that I am more knowledgeable of, just because it gives me more to talk about, and I feel like I'm not misinforming anybody or anything. And I usually tend to enjoy the games that I pour more time into, so there's that as well. And although a lot of people say Black Ops 3 is the best zombies game in terms of like Black Ops franchise, I feel like the reason they say that is because of the amount of like content, the amount of maps, the amount of things you can do, and the amount of maps. Like I think it's the most maps you can play zombies in general. And you have the weapon kits and the gobblegums. But to me, like I've never really cared too much about like amount of things. I've always cared more about quality of things. So that's why I like Black Ops 1, is because that survival-esque, bare-bones thing I feel you can only get in that game. Black Ops 3, they made it a little easier, giving you a third hit to go down, and the double pack-a-punch having infinite damage if you know how to use it properly. It just, to me, is like more like time-consuming to like level up your guns and level up your gobblegums, which a lot of people enjoy doing. That's not really why I play those types of games. Like, I play them to like challenge myself to beat my record, beat my score, whatever, but if like beating my score, beating my record just means spending more time doing it, which, I mean, granted, of course, like, it's gonna take more time to get to a higher round, but if it's like, if anybody could do it, possibly, like, I don't know, like, it's just like, is it really as satisfying? Like, people get to like, I mean, people, honestly, in Black Ops 1, 2, people get to absurd rounds. Sometimes they use, like, cheats or gimmicks within the map, which is, like, whatever. I don't really fuck with that. But in Black Ops 3, it's literally just, like, you can use an RK5 with Blast Furnace or Dead Wire and get to round 50 just by running in circles and doing it. I know I'm just running in circles right now, but I feel like the fact that I'm like, still shooting them, like, I don't know. It's just, to me, it feels a little different. And I never really cared much about leveling up guns or getting like weapon kits and stuff like that. Like, give me the gun. Give me the gun. Let me use the gun. Like, I'll have fun using it.
Touch it, you pay for it.
Oh, it sucks. I hate getting max ammo so early.
Max ammo. Full as a tick.
I'm probably gonna start running out of ammo, but you know, oh shit. I know 21 is like not the earliest round ever, but it's still, now that I'm all set up, like this is a pretty relatively early round, so we'll see how far I end up getting with these two guns and stuff, but it's true, zombies is like pattern based. Like once you figure it out, like you just gotta keep following the routine, and then once you go down is when it gets the scramble. You know, it's like where you have to like try to figure out how to get everything back. Like, that's when your heart starts racing and stuff. I think it's the most fun. And you get a couple of those, you get 3 of those each game, assuming that you're able to buy Quick Revive each time, which isn't always a guarantee at all. So that's kind of what makes zombies fun for me in a sense. Why are these zombies chilling up there? Come on. They're literally walking. What the heck?
You touch it, you pay.
But a lot of people enjoyed the Easter eggs on Black Ops 3, like the amount of steps you could do and like getting there with your friends and stuff. And like, since I was always more of like a solo, I would play co-op as well, but we would just play zombies like more casually. And now that me and my friends have been like more serious about playing zombies, like we started doing the Easter eggs, and I can see why some people who like invested a lot of time, poured it a lot, probably enjoyed it a lot. So I don't know, maybe once I've gone through all of the maps and the Easter eggs and stuff, like I'll enjoy it. I did end up buying all the DLC for Black Ops 3 with the season pass, OSZ, but I hardly played them. I really hardly played the new ones. I just went back and played Chronicles a ton, which I think is, I'm glad that they included it, because it makes it much more accessible to play that game in like an easier format, because the maps just get more and more complicated with time. Like, that's the thing, like, a lot of people, like, they hop into the series a lot later. Like, say Black Ops 3 was your first zombies game, like, you would figure it out from there and stuff, but a lot of people, if you started, I mean, I don't know, if you played a lot of it, you could figure it out too, but also if you're, like, not that type where you have a lot of time to pour into it, or you like playing games like that, you would maybe buy it for the first time, and then the first map that you get, the DLC is like huge and so complicated, and there's all this stuff that you're like, this is overwhelming. So it's good that they brought Chronicles in, because the Black Ops 1 maps, like, it was an earlier time, they knew less about zombies, they're gonna invest a lot less, there's less to do, you can learn it quicker. So all those other maps that had all that stuff, like, could have gotten overwhelming. I'm just trying to speak generally. This might not be true for everybody, but you would like, I had the chance to play Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 before jumping into Black Ops 3, and even I was a little overwhelmed by some of those DLC maps. I didn't really feel like pouring in all that time that I used to be able to do, because it was like earlier in my life when I had less responsibilities, like less like things like on my mind, I suppose. Whereas like,
this must be some kind of record.
where I don't know, when I was younger, it was like a lot easier for me to pour like hours and hours into Call of Duty, and it got a lot harder as life went on. So like, in a lot of those maps, you can't really get a good experience out of them if you don't pour hours and hours, or like view like tutorials and stuff to like learn. Whereas with a map like Keynote or Toten, you only really have to learn how to do like 2 things, and you can enjoy playing zombies a lot.